That was a fun day. I mean, we drove this thing about 160 miles today, got to see a beautiful part of Seattle and the great Northwest.
Well, Ron, this thing that you're discussing here is the all-new 2010 Kia Forte, and of course it replaces the Kia Spectra, which probably not a lot of people are going to miss.
You're probably right, because this is a tough segment that the Forte is entering. You're talking about the Civic, the Corolla, the Sentra, the Jetta. I mean, some really big names. So if you're going to compete in that market, you got to really come strong. And I don't know what you think, but I think Kia did come strong. I mean, this thing has been fun to drive. It's great to look at. I mean, my God, this is probably one of the more beautiful sedans in the segment.
I think it's a credit to Kia because they hired a guy named Peter Schreier, who was a designer for Audi for many years. And this car has that kind of German-esque completeness to its design. You know, the cut lines all go where they should. It looks like it's a much more substantial and imposing vehicle than a typical small car would be.
Absolutely. Everything's very well integrated, like you said. I mean, much like an Audi in many ways. You look at the A4, the A6, a lot of Audi sedans, everything's nicely integrated. That's what they did here. So this one we drove today is the SX.
Right.
And 6-speed manual, the first time Kia's ever had a 6-speed manual.
Unbelievable.
2.4 liter engine,
Yep.
over 170 horsepower, a lot of class leading numbers there, and still getting 30 miles to the gallon.
That's right.
And it was a hell of a car. I mean, this thing moves.
It reminded me a lot more of, you know, like you said, the Civic or even a Mitsubishi Lancer, which is a small car, fuel efficient, cheap to buy, but then also makes you smile. A lot of smiles per gallon, you might say.
Smiles per gallon.
Smiles per gallon.
Yeah, I wrote down what they said in the meeting about these passionate pragmatists. That's
Right.
going to be the target market for them. So that's going to be interesting. Basically, people who are on a budget but still have that passion to drive something fun, and this is definitely the most fun vehicle in the lineup.
Well, and let's be honest, you buy a Civic, you see yourself coming down the road all the time because there's so many of them out there. I mean, it's a great little car. You buy a Corolla, you're kind of giving up. You're saying, I'm buying a four-wheeled microwave oven, basically, that's going to be reliable and take me to and from, but no fun.
And the Corolla's kind of ugly. But
Well, that's for another review. But yeah, I think that's what's unique about this. And of course, it's Kia, so you've got that great warranty. You've got, you know,
5 years, 60,000 mile bumper to bumper, and then the 100,000 mile powertrain warranty.
Powertrain, yeah, which is
second to none.
Strong, great price points, all below $20,000. Hey, Kia's here. They came out with the Soul to kind of set themselves up as being a youthful, more sporting and aggressively dynamic company, and the Soul has led nicely right into the Forte. I think this is a real player in the segment where they had not been a player before.
Absolutely. The only question mark is going to be resale value. It's not going to have Toyota or Honda resale value.
Well, that's true.
We know that, but you know, I think it'll be close, and it's one of those things. The longer you keep it, the more it's going to pay back dividends. So we say go for it.
Yep, absolutely. Kia Forte. Who knew?